everyone, I'm Mike Scheiderich with the Scheiderich Agency. We're a local insurance agency right in downtown Buford, and we love supporting local business. And that's why I'm so excited to introduce everybody to Deanna Gilbert of Epic Travel Atlanta. Hey Deanna, how are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me here, Mike.
Great, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. So tell me just a quick overview of what Epic Atlanta Travel is all about. I mean, what do you guys do?
Well, Epic Travel Atlanta is a small agency, locally owned, right here in Buford, Georgia. Been in business for over 10 years. We primarily focus on just customized itineraries, whether it's first-time cruisers, long-time cruisers, a family wanting to go on a vacation, multi-generational, whether it's abroad or right here in the States, national park vacation, that sort of thing. We pretty much do it all, but we love customizing itineraries for our clients.
That sounds great. It sounds really interesting. What got you into the travel business?
Well, I was at a bit of a crossroads in my life. I take care of my mother, and she was needing extra care. So my husband and I made the decision that I needed to step away from my job. I was formerly with Buford City Schools for 8 years. Great job, loved it. And but I made the decision that I needed to make my mother my focus. But I still wanted to work, needed to work. And so the owner of the agency was a family friend, kind enough to offer me a position. And it's just taken off, and I loved every minute of it.
Great, I love to hear that. Sounds like you're a real people person.
Definitely.
So what is it that you love most about helping people plan their travel?
Well, one of the greatest aspects of it is knowing that I'm helping someone plan a vacation that they've been dreaming about for maybe years. I'm helping a couple right now to plan a vacation to Scotland. They're in their mid-50s. They've saved up. They've talked about it for years, and now it's coming to life. And it's so rewarding and fulfilling knowing that I'm helping people to check off a bucket list item and make a dream come true.
I can completely appreciate that. It sounds great. But so I got to ask, what makes it different, using Epic Travel Atlanta versus just going online and, booking a cruise on a website?
Right. Well, that's a great question. And it's a question that we definitely try to answer for folks. Obviously, the internet has changed everything. It is easy in some respects for people to just go online. But the biggest thing that we find, the biggest value that we find that we can bring to people is just our knowledge of the industry, getting people, say if they're going on a cruise, making sure that they're on the right cruise line for them, in the right cabin, on the right ship, because there's just such a broad spectrum out there. And when people have problems with their vacation, it's usually because they just didn't pick the right vacation for what they were looking for.
I got it. And then as far as vacations go, what is it you specialize in? I mean, is it cruises, all-inclusive trips, family vacations?
A little bit of all of the above. I would say right now cruising is probably our bread and butter, only because since COVID, cruising has just exploded. It's just more and more first-time cruisers, and it every year since COVID, it's just increased tremendously. But we do a lot of European vacations for folks. A lot of all-inclusives. We do group travel, of course, and just a little bit of everything.
So everything. All right. So I got to ask this. What big myth out there about travel that people think they know are you going to bust for me today?
I would say probably the biggest myth is that when you book with a travel agent, you're going to pay more. That is 100% almost never the case. I can't think of an instance where anyone that I've ever booked where they've paid more. We don't charge a service fee or a planning fee at Epic Travel Atlanta. And generally speaking, we have access to promotions and relationships with the suppliers that the consumer doesn't have. So we can usually get them a better deal than what they're able to get for themselves.
I wouldn't have thought that, but it makes perfect sense when you tell me. So that's good information. So if someone is traveling that really big vacation, their dream vacation, what about using Epic Travel Atlanta as just the real game changer?
I would say probably the biggest game changer by using an agency like Epic Travel Atlanta is we truly focus on every detail of the planning. We make sure that their flights are the right flights for them, that they're going to get to their destination in a timely manner and not miss a cruise ship or not miss a tour. We plan their airport transfers. We plan, I've made dining reservations in Paris for people. We truly plan every single detail because our goal is for our clients to turn the vacation over to us in the planning sense. So really all they have to focus on is packing and getting there and just having the time of their lives.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So you just take it completely off of their plate,
right,
so they can focus on being happy.
That is the goal. Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, speaking of which, I understand you're planning a big cruise to Alaska, I think next week. So
we are.
What are you looking most forward to seeing?
Well, as someone who was born and raised in the South, I'm looking forward to seeing things that we don't get to see down here. The Northern Lights. Whales, hopefully some grizzly bears, just glaciers, obviously.
Yep.
So just looking forward to seeing those beautiful sights.
Well, you're going to have a blast. I did some hiking up there in Alaska when I was younger, much younger, but absolutely beautiful country.
Can't wait.
But I guess you've probably been everywhere being in the travel business. What are some of the highlights of your travel experience?
I haven't been everywhere yet, but it's on my bucket list to go on all the cruises and see all the places. But I'd have to say that right now I'm a warm weather person, generally speaking, having been raised in Florida. So I love the Caribbean. I love all the islands. You hear people talk about their happy place, just a warm ocean breeze and hearing the waves. It just really is my happy place. But on the other hand, I also love one of our favorite vacation spots is Maine and New England. We've been there quite a few times, and it's just beautiful and breathtaking and right here in the USA. So
it really is. Well, you mentioned bucket list. Do you have any dream destinations that are on the bucket list?
We absolutely do. Yes, we have a vacation planned for next year that's kind of a faith-based vacation, I guess you could say. It's into the Mediterranean. The Footsteps of Paul is what a lot of people refer to it as. Yep. And then Ireland is big on our list. We haven't been there yet, and plan to be there in the next couple of years.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So I know you've got them. What's maybe the funniest or craziest travel story you've experienced?
There are quite a few. One of the most striking things, and it was really humorous to me, was I went on a Disney cruise earlier this year, and just seeing the multi-generational families where every single person in the family was decked out, Mickey Mouse, decked out whichever character they had chosen, and but just seeing how enjoyable it was for every single member of the family, and just kind of humorous to see the kid come out in everybody.
Well, I think the adults are sometimes the biggest kids
They
when it comes
definitely
to
are.
Disney World. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Deanna, the two of us are local business owners and working in the downtown business or Buford area. I personally love it. I love this community. I love the neighborhoods, the people, the schools. What do you enjoy most about this community?
Buford is such a unique community. I've lived in several different parts of the country, and it is a truly unique community. From the sense of community surrounding the small businesses, surrounding the schools, surrounding the community leaders, just watching how people just seem to have each other's backs and want to support local businesses, which is fantastic. Yep, they really do. And want to support the schools, and it's a great community in so many ways.
I completely agree 100%. All right, so most important question. So that family that's about to plan that big trip, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, one of the things about being in the travel business is you have people all over the world, so you're kind of on call 24/7. I'm
Okay.
usually pretty easy to get a hold of. My phone is on me all the time. Usually a text or a phone call is the best way, and obviously email. But yeah, I try to be as responsive as possible, not keep people waiting, because I know when it's on their mind, that's when they want to plan it. So
Awesome. Well, I'll make sure that everybody has that number and that email so they can get in touch with you.
Terrific.
Well, that is fantastic. We really appreciate you coming out today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to know you better right here in Buford.
That's right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.